Hello everyone. It is time once again for Coffee Break Q&A. My name is Michael Moret. This is your opportunity to ask Bible questions. I'm not making any promises because I'm not a Bible answer man, but I'll do my best to tell you what I think. And you can send your questions to the email address that I will give you at the end of the broadcast. Please, though, keep your questions Bible related because this ministry, along with scripture verse by verse, where you can study the whole Bible verse by verse with me using my audio, my Bible messages, that's found at thebibleversebyverse.com. This is a ministry that is all about the Bible, and that's it. So, I appreciate your questions. We have one today from a lady who asks, why did Jesus tell Mary not to touch him after he was raised from the dead? And I think a lot of people wonder about this question. Remember, it was Resurrection Sunday morning, and Mary went to the tomb, and John and Peter also later came to the tomb. And after they left, Mary stood by the tomb weeping. And she turned and she saw a man, but for whatever reason, she didn't recognize him as Jesus. Perhaps her eyes were cloudy because she had been crying a lot. And when he spoke to her, though, and said her name, she knew it was Jesus, and she immediately started to cling to his feet. And Jesus said this in John chapter 20. Well, let's read John chapter 20, beginning at verse 16. Jesus said unto her, Mary, and she turned herself and said unto him, Rabboni, which is to say, Master. And Jesus said unto her, Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father. But go to my brethren and say unto them, I ascend unto my Father and your Father, and to my God and your God. Well, we know that it wasn't prohibited to touch Jesus in his resurrection body. Simply touching him was not a problem because he invited Thomas to touch him, to touch his nail scars, to feel him, because he wanted to prove to Thomas and the rest of the apostles that he was flesh and bone. He was not a spirit. So touching the resurrected Christ, there wasn't anything mystical about it that prohibited them from doing it. What he was saying is, Mary, I'm going to be ascending to my Father. You can't keep holding on to me. You can't keep clinging to my feet. Touch me not, meaning don't hang on to me, Mary, because I'm going to be leaving. Things are not the way they used to be when I was here all the time. I'm going to my Father. This is just a temporary stay after I've been raised. So that's what he's saying. You can't keep clinging to me, Mary, because I have to go to my Father. Things are different than what they used to be before I was crucified in that sense. So I hope that helps. And if you have any questions for me, please send them to scriptureversebyverse@gmail.com.